one of the questions that somebody asked, well, why did you want to be involved with the competition? I thought that's obviously a very big question, but it's a very relevant question. We put on our business cards, which I don't have on me, the little tagline says the next generation of wine, very audaciously. And you know, what really does that mean? It's like, I was trying to think about this in preparation for tonight. What does it mean to be the next generation of wine? What is the next generation of wine drinkers, the next generation of wine makers, next generation wine competition? What is different than the previous generation? And it is interesting in that this is not like, for example, say Web 2.0 or something that is a new iteration of something that's very new. I mean, wine goes back obviously to the very beginning of the Old Testament. This is wine 200.0, not like Web 2.0. And so it really makes it a lot different for us because goodness knows, every different iteration, you have different packaging changes. The packaging changes really have happened, the big ones. I mean, going from, let's guess, from big casks where you were just dipping a ladle into it back in medieval times to where we are today. There's been some leaps and bounds along the way. The challenge for us is to move, well, this is what I tell my people, is to move our business forward with respect for the past, to carry on the legacy of what the people who have kind of broken through, whether it's a glass ceiling or plowed new ground, pick your metaphor, to take that legacy and continue it on in a better way, in a more relevant way to the millennial wine drinkers, which is really the challenge here today, is how do we get that word out? How do we promote ourselves? How do we tell people what we're doing? The millennial, excuse me, I did bring some notes here. I thought it was interesting to read about millennials. Millennials, so I'm right on the fence. The millennial generation is defined as, from what I've read, is 1977 to forward till, I guess, whatever 21-year-old is now. I don't want to do that math.
At least for the purposes of this competition.
At least that's right. For this evening, right? In case the feds are here, ABC's in the back. The millennials, so I was born in 1977. So I was joking earlier with my brother that I feel like I'm on the fence sometimes. Some things I feel very millennial, and some things I feel very old, whatever the next generation. Gen X. Yeah. I prefer old. It's more appropriate. But I read about millennials. So what do millennials do? They are very vocal when it comes to their wine preferences. They drink wine not because Parker said so, but because their friends recommended it. I mean, that's not the core of what we're doing here, right? And most interesting to me as a wine marketer and wine salesman is they more frequently purchase wine over $20 than other generations, which is, I thought, really eye-opening. I mean, really stop and take a deep breath. I mean, this is the youngest part of the demographic that's spending the most amount of money. And that's right, yeah, exactly. And we should be flocking towards them.